Welcome to the Hemp&HopzPodcast. I'm your boy Hemp,
and I'm your boy Hopz.
and you're now rocking with the best.
So grab your meds and grab your brews and come on and hang out with us for a little bit. Yeah.
Hold up. You still hold up. Cash. Hold up. Cash on me. What's that money? Hold up. Bag. Hold up. Bag. Hold up. Time to make this. Hold up. Bang. Hold up. Bang. Hold up. You don't like it. Hold up.
What is up, Hemp and Hoppers? It is the fucking spring Equinox special, fucking season 5, episode 1, and I'm stoked off the fucking ripper here.
Off the muscle.
Yeah, off the chisane, off the hook, off the fucking, you got anything?
Off the juice.
Off the juice.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm about to get 3 beers deep on this podcast alone. 3 new beers I've never had in my life.
And there ain't no punks
right now, and it's no hubcap. I learned that from Lil Wayne from that Weekend album.
Yeah,
no hubcap. It was a corny ass line in my opinion, but it fit.
Yeah,
and I think you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that was the only corny thing I heard off that album.
Yeah, I agree.
Leave it to Lil Wayne. But I digress. We'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, so I'm going to pop one open right now if you don't mind.
I don't mind, man. Go ahead and take that thing off, my brother.
But I got a Sweet Baby Jesus chocolate peanut butter porter, 6.2%, starting off light, from dewclaw Brewing Company. Now, I have had dewclaw's, I can't remember the name of it. Looks like the outside looks like a Pop-Tarts label, but it's an IPA that's like fruity as fuck, and it is delicious.
Oh, what's up?
But I'm gonna hit this bitch off right now. Like I said, I'm not gonna go too much into them, but got these all at the Foundry. Shout out to Jay Durr in the Foundry. That new guy you got working there, you're teaching him right, but you gotta let him know he can't talk to me like that. Like I don't know beer. Yeah, this dude. Well, first of all, I told him I wanted a flight. Now I understand a flight of beer is 4 4-ounce pours. Mm-hmm. But I've been going to the Foundry and I've been around Justin and all these other people long enough. And when I say I want a flight, just one flight, mm-hmm. That means I want 1 4-ounce pour.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, this guy's like, he throws a paper at me. I said, "Nah, man, I just want 1 flight." Mm-hmm. He's like, "Well, write him." I was like, "I want 1 fucking pour.
Yeah.
I want 1 flight." He goes, "Well, that's not a flight." I'm like, "Jay." He's like, "What?" I was like, "I want 1 flight." He goes, "He wants 1 pour, man."
Yeah. And
I look at the kid and I'm like, "Yeah."
That's what it is.
He's like, "Well, I think you should." And Jay's like, "Don't do that shit with him."
Yeah.
I'm like, "I want a number 27.
Yeah.
He goes, "Well, this is because I want a number 27." He was like, "Well, right now," I was like, "I don't give a fuck, my man."
About right now.
Yeah, I don't give a shit what you got. I see it. I've read all of them all. I've read all 32 taps.
Yeah. And
I want a number 27. Yeah. I don't give a shit what's lit up, what's highlighted.
Point blank, period.
Yeah, I want number 27. I want that fucking Victory, Winter Storm, fucking Imperial, 11%, and that fucking 4-ounce fucking glass.
Yeah.
Don't tell me about your fucking. I don't give a shit about your fucking triple Belgian Bock. I don't give a shit. Just give me that fuck what I want.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to be like that, but for fuck's sake, look at me. Look at this guy. Does this guy look like he ain't never had a craft beer before?
I mean,
you
really?
Fucking uncultured, sawed-off human swine.
Do this man by the name of Hopz?
He don't know.
He don't know.
He don't listen to shit.
He don't know.
Fucking stupid fuck.
He don't know. You know what I'm saying? He'll be put on game soon enough.
Or might not. I might not want him to watch this shit.
Well, you got to be educated.
Fucking sawed-off human.
You got to be educated.
I heard this dude called mentally handicapped people sawed off humans the other day, and I about lost my shit.
Yeah, sawed off.
Yeah. It's the comedian is Theo. I can't remember. Dude's got a mullet, but
yeah.
You know, have you ever seen that? Dude said Dude said he played a show and he had he had a couple of mentals in there blowing milk out their nose, laughing at him.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Ain't nothing like having a couple sawed off humans blowing lychee out their dome, dude." I was like, "Did he just say sawed off humans?" And Shay was like, "He did."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "I like that." And I'm like, she's like, "You shouldn't say that on the podcast." I'm like, I'm gonna do it. And she's like, "I know you are." And I'm like, "You know I am."
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. Sawed off humans. I'm sorry, y'all. So, if you don't like the word, I'm not using the R word.
Yeah.
I don't use the hard R's and I don't use the R's.
Yeah, that's why I had to get into this discussion with my daughter about the other day, because she's real big on well, they all are big on the pronouns and genders and this, that, and the third. But she was throwing the term retarded around like it wasn't nothing in reference to somebody, and I was like,
you can't do that either.
Yeah, but that's why I explained to her, like, this is seen as offensive as well. The right term to use would be special needs, something like that. The developmentally delayed.
Even handicap is, if people that look, they don't even want you to say handicap sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, God, what the hell? You're like, what are you supposed to say, human being? I'm like, you can't fucking describe everybody. It's like, what do you look like? A human being? Oh, okay, well, let me get right on that. Mm-hmm. You gotta have some kind of description.
Yeah, distinct.
You gotta have
distinctiveness.
We can't all be the same color in some instances. We can't all be the same fucking person.
Yeah.
It's okay to be different. That's one thing. It's okay to be different.
But I in this moment, I came up. I got hit with another epiphany. I should have drove that home with her more. No, you good?
Oh, okay. I see what you said.
With her more. That that's why words to me, they important, but at the same time, you shouldn't put that much weight into them, because you always gonna be offended. You always gonna find something that rubs you the wrong way. You know what I'm saying?
I do think we're lucky, though, being the older generation, that we have a certain I don't know, maybe it's a certain tougher skin. I mean, because there's a lot of stuff that we have to deal with that younger generations don't, but then there's also things that the younger generations have to deal with that we didn't. I will say there's a 50-50 there.
Yeah, cause this social media age.
Yeah, I'm glad that shit's not around when I was doing dope.
That shit is crazy. Like I'm still real hesitant about putting my children on platforms just cause people meet evil spirited for no reason. And especially I'm real guarded about all of them, but especially my baby boy. And I don't really play the radio about that, so I don't even like to put myself in a situation for somebody to say something crazy and get me out my character. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
so
you ever get out your character, you come get me, and I'll get out my character with you.
Yeah, it might be too late at that point. Once if I get out my character, it's
hopefully,
right there.
Hopefully, I'm with you when you get out your character.
But hopefully, I
never happened.
Yeah, because that would have mean, you know what I'm saying, something.
But just know,
would have had to been said or
just know
something crazy about my soldier. You know what I mean? And coming from me being who I am, you know what I'm saying, my mother having a motorcycle accident before I was born, so that that fucked her leg up. So she always done been in and out of hospitals, done had issues. Yeah, ever since. Like they didn't amputate it because they didn't want my grandparents, I believe, didn't want it amputated. She was like 14 or 15 at the time. She was riding on the back of a motorcycle with one of her friends, and the car came and hit the I guess. Yeah, and a leg got caught in between the motorcycle and the the front end of the car. Yeah. So instead of amputating it, she still has it, but of course that done came with a lot of therapy, a lot of shit. So as long as I can remember, I've been helping and assisting my mother. So then when I had my son, and we had we found out about his condition, it was like it was. It catches you off guard, of course, because you don't expect it, especially when when those signs, when nothing to prepare you about that. But at the same time, you see how strong and strong-willed individuals are, who are deemed by society or by most social means to be less than them because they can't do this and they can't do that. I look at my son every day, and he, by all standards, people would say he has it harder than us. He's not able to physically get up by himself and walk if he wanted to, change, go to the bathroom on his own, that stuff of that nature. But he always got a smile on his face. He always energetic. He's always loving, but
he's a spitting image of you too. Just
like, and it just keep me humble, man. Like when I do get online and I do be out in the world and I just see how people are and the shit that people care so much about, or really, or even take for granted. It's like I can't even find the will to give a fuck about half the shit that most people care about no more, just because it's like I don't know, I guess my perception different because I done seen different. I done had to see through other eyes as well, because I done had to be a vessel, a servant, or a person, a servitude for my child and my mother. So it just gave you a different perspective on life, you know what I'm saying? And humans are very interesting people. Like I was telling them, not to get too deep, so this will be my last statement, but I was telling my wife about I don't know how we got on it. People who are, I think we was an episode of Law and Order, or maybe I was watching something on YouTube, and Breakfast Club or something. It's something we was watching the clip, and it got on. It touched on suicidal people, and I posed a question to her. I wondered, without the pressures of society and how society is constructed, would it be as many people who were, like, you know what I'm saying? Because how I interpret or look at life, is outside of all, I guess what would be deemed important, like bills and a house and everything that we were told forever that this is what we need and this is what you need to be a successful citizen or whatever. I don't buy into none of that. So it's hard for me to even when I'm going through, I guess what you would deem bad times or rough times, for me to feel like I'm going through bad times or rough times, because in my head I feel like this shit a waste of time anyway. This shit ain't got nothing to do with life, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is a joke. So I'll be wondering, like, what I mean, back in the day when all we was doing was trading and you didn't leave outside. It wasn't all this.
Have none of that. Would it be a problem?
Yeah. Would you be feeling? Because I feel like and I'm not here to be the spokesperson, and I don't know. So anybody watching the episode or hearing the episode who going through something like this, feel free to touch bases. But I just feel like most people who are, unhappy or things of that nature is for the most part because of societal pressures.
Well, yeah, and they're exposed to way too much.
Yeah.
And when you're exposed to so much, it's almost I don't want to use the word spoiled, but you have too much, and then when you get a lot of that taken away, then you don't have it anymore, and the lack of having something makes you sad, So when you're riding around, like you were saying back in the day, if you're riding around in a horse and buggy, and all you eating bread and fucking beans. If you got bread and beans and a horse and a buggy, then fuck.
Yeah, you good. You know what I'm saying? You got your land. You can grow your own food.
You're sitting what my folks especially my grandparents used to say. Usually eating high on the hog, because back in the day, the wealthier people that got to buy the meat that were high in the hog, then everybody else ate the feet. Yeah, you know what I mean? They're eating high on the hog.
Yeah.
So if a lot of people walked everywhere. Yeah. So if you had horse and buggy, beans and the hot, you eating the fucking bacon and shit, you good to go.
Yeah, you all right.
You gnawing on feet and walking on feet.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You's probably sad.
Yeah.
Think about if you're gnawing on feet and walking on feet now, you probably wouldn't last too long.
Nah, probably
you jump off a bridge or put a bullet in your brain. So that's just it's all perception at this point.
And I really feel like that's what I guess that's what as with everything, because all your life is your perception. Yeah. But that was just like a thought to me, just seeing I guess just from my experience, just how I feel like I could probably be sad or woe is me about a lot of shit, but it's just that life is so much more than these moments and then what we really feel like it is. And when you know that, it's like, how can I even give power to this? Because it's temporary. Like it will. I guess that coming with that understanding too, that anything I've been through, I done got through it, and I'm still here. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And I think that comes with, and that's another thing that after Sunday, I had a lot of different. I had a release come Monday, and I felt. I just like when you sent me that text, you was talking about when we talked yesterday. I was the same with you. I was like, I'm ready to do shit, and it was just I don't know. And I hate when it gets hotter.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's time to. People are gonna be out.
Yeah.
It's time for us to be out.
Got to be.
But and I've been watching a couple of videos about podcasts, and I mean, this is going to change the subject, but we'll talk about that too, and makes a lot of sense, and yada yada yada. But we're going to be out there, and I know if you guys follow us on Instagram, Taylor's been putting on some good content. I've had a couple of comments about Tato throwing flames, and I'm like, well, he's been throwing flames at least for 10 years. But I will agree that what he's doing now, he needs to keep doing.
Yeah, man. Yeah. We got it's coming.
We got some shit coming up.
Yeah.
We're working on getting new shit, and we're gonna have different perspective of y'all. This is all gonna be different.
Everything gonna be different. We're gonna
be
have
in different
guests.
Places. We're gonna have guest interviews.
It's gonna be more than just us.
We can say that our first interview will be Justin Shepard from River Remedy Brewing Company. We will. I can say that. Talked to Justin yesterday.
Yeah.
And also we're gonna have.
We got our first three. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna drop the last. I'm not. Yeah, we gonna get the first one right now. You know what I'm saying? The next two we gonna reveal and we gonna promote. We gonna promote this one as well, but. Y'all, anybody who been following us, know Justin, heard about River Remedy Brewing Company, and should be familiar. You done seen them on Thursday with us with Hemp and Hopz. If you follow Hopz on Facebook, the Chub page, you know, Beer Music and Grilling. You know who Justin is. So we felt like it was only right with him being here, him being supportive as he's been, and him being a brewer, you know what I'm saying,
and the homie,
you know what I mean, to go to his brewing company, his brewery, and you know, set up and interview the kid, you know what I mean, about his journey, about how he got to this point, what even gave him the idea, what, you know, some of his background, you know what I'm saying, and that we know, but
it's pretty interesting,
that we want y'all to hear about. You know, he's a pretty interesting fella.
He is.
And so that's gonna be the first one, man. So be looking out for that. We'll be promoting it real soon. Have the flyers, have the little promo commercial ad things up going on Instagram. So y'all be on the lookout.
Got a new logo gonna come out. Gonna have
and
gonna have this man right here is gonna have some music coming out eventually.
Yeah, I got music out right now. Go check out Hold Up and In My World if you have not heard those two records. Again, that is Hold Up, which is the record that you hear playing on our intro and on the end of our clips on Instagram, TikTok, and things of that nature.
And follow those and YouTube.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If you don't.
And outside of In My World, outside of Hold Up, make sure you stream In My World. That's know what I'm saying? That's for all the lovers right there. But we do got more. We got more music coming. You know what I'm saying? But y'all make sure in the meantime y'all are vibing with those right there.
I fucking love it. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Fucking love it.
Hey man, I love it too. It's appreciated. Gratitude.
And with that being said, I got 2 more beers coming. I know my man's got something on deck over here. Stay blazing, just stay fucking tuned. Because you asked me what's the mess today. I'm like, I have no fucking idea. I don't know till he fucking tells me.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna pay some bills. When we come back, man, we're gonna have beers. We're gonna have meds. We're gonna have music talk. But we're also about to hit up IG Live. I know you guys ain't gonna check in now if you're watching, because you're gonna miss it. But just remember, in the middle of our ad breaks on Wednesdays, every Wednesday around 6:30 to 7:30. I know it's a wide hour range.
Yeah, because we never know.
But we always go live on Instagram between those times. And just fucking bullshit with the fam. And we call y'all fam because if you I know just hitting the button to follow, it's not that big a deal, but it's a big deal to us, and we appreciate it. And yeah, y'all come fuck with us, man. Come hang out, say what's up. Even if it's a what's up and y'all hop off, it don't matter, man. It means a lot to us. So
yeah, come give your energy, show yourself.
That's right.
Be present.
And always, anybody on YouTube, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when we upload a fucking podcast. I'm gonna try to do a few reactions. I keep, there's stuff I want to try to do, the stuff I want to do with Tito, the fucking just random dumb shit that comes out that he needs attention to just so he can fucking laugh at, because, he doesn't pay that much attention to what's going on, and also I don't either. So maybe when he sees shit that I need to fucking look at, he can let me know as well.
Yeah.
And but anyways, yeah. So
yeah, man. And when we do come back, I'm gonna do this on the podcast intermissions and on when we come back from paying these bills. My gripe with TikTok, because I'm a little in disbelief, and it just reminded myself I need to go reach out to them and be like, what the fuck? But I'll explain that when we return.
But yeah, man, we're gonna pay some bills and we'll be right back. And you guys remember, don't do nothing I wouldn't do. And if you do, name it after me or take care of it.
We in formation. I'm tired of waiting, but I got